Good evening! Good evening, good evening, good evening! Yo, Evangelion, hey hey. Seasoned roasted peanuts. It is a good thing to have. Climb a stone staircase, more ancient than the mind can imagine. Find the cornerstone under the copper box that is marked with his name. Unlock it, open the lid, take out the tablet of lapis lazuli. Read. Do we just get chunks of Gilgamesh every time? I'm sure that's different to what I had last time I started the game. Press any key to continue. I shall. Welcome back. The start button has a plus next to it. Ooh, it's a New Game Plus. Let's do it. In New Game Plus, your knowledge of Ancient will carry over. If you prefer to start again from scratch, go back to main menu and reset the game. No, no, no. We're gonna learn all the words. Hey look, it's the Heaven's Vault. Spoilers. Whoops. Hopefully you should know that. This is how the last game ends. This is exactly where the game ends. This was exactly where the last stream left off.
Don't have tidy beginnings. The past is always present.
That wall is my bane. On that building. That little building. It has a word that was like really hard. Oh, you missed the end of the game. We finished it. We came to this place and finished the game.
Spark. Something that brings the past to light.
Don't let the view distract you. I know what I'm doing. I don't need... Oh, she's out of breath and she climbed on. I don't need... your advice. Take a moment to rest before you walk, mistress, please. Nah. Or maybe I should. Oh yeah, I think you recover slower if you try walking. It's right there! The doorway! It's the end of the game! Quick! Thanks for playing. Game over. A bricked up opening. There is something here. To keep people out, do you think? Or to keep something in? There's something written here. 4 words, but only 2 are clear. Why is this start? Because it's the loop, Puzzle Master. It's the Great Loop. Duh. It's the whole time is cyclical kind of thing. We'll just shoot Hitler on the next loop around kind of job, you know? I don't think anybody's going to appreciate my obscure Futurama references, but, like, I do, and that's the important part. University of Iox, some weeks earlier.
My story begins on Iox. That was where I met the robot.
Ooh, hey, it's the Sundial that's not a Sundial because nobody could ever get it to work, and in fact it's actually just a bit of a robot. We know this now. Sorry, Evangelion, if you missed the end of the last one, this is all just going to be spoilers. This is just a spoiler stream now. Mistress Alara Elisara, I have been waiting for you. I have been asked to escort you to Professor Mayari. She is very anxious for your arrival. I might just play this like complete polar opposite to last time and just try and be friends with her. I am sure you would not wish to keep her waiting. This way. I've been away for a while now. I've forgotten how cold the air on Iox is. I think there is different dialogue. I don't remember this. Do other moons have varying temperatures, mistress? That is most intriguing. I want to say hello to Huang. Master Huang is reading by the tree. You may see him after you have seen the professor. So, why has she sent you? Did you do something wrong? That seems unlikely. My ethical core protects me from serious error. Maybe I should get one of those. I was under the impression humans already had them, somewhere between the first and second vertebrae. This way. You should know that the Professor's urgency was remarkable.
I was 15 when my Ari rescued me from the slums of Rembert and brought me here.
Why is my Ari's room so far from everything? I imagine she enjoys her view of the tree, mistress. I'm sure it is most pleasing to her. What do you think of the sculpture? It has a pleasing balance to it. I agree. My Ari must like it too. She has a model just like it on her desk.
I still don't know why she did it.
Professor Mayari? Alya, there you are. Come in. You're our expert on history. Tell me what you make of this. It's certainly old. Empire period. The device is the eagle and sun. One of the scholars sent this brooch to me. Rembert. Did you know him? Maybe. I'm not sure. Look at the detail. I see them. Ancient markings. I know they're a hobby of yours, Alya. But can you read them? Absolutely. Oh god, that's much longer than before. Didn't expect that. Okay. Holy Emperor commands your love. That leaves one word to guess. I mean... I'm pretty sure commands is the only one that even fits there. Let's have a look. Let's just have a look at this structure. Let's return to some linguistics here, just in case we'd gotten out of things. Verb, earth, verb, sound, noun, movement. I mean, I get no idea what the context remotely would have been that I picked commands for before, and definitely no way to go back and find out at this stage. I don't think. So earth, sound, flow kind of feels more like flow. Well, we got flow, like I say, flow, right? More than command. I guess we'll leave that. But as a sentence, I feel like command probably fits better. We'll leave that in there now. Well, the Emperor commands your love. I'm only guessing. I don't know if that helps at all. Rembert wasn't the kind to send me trinkets. There's some significance to this brooch, but I don't know what. Janiki told me he'd found something. That was over a month ago. Janiki isn't like you. He's an Ioxian, through and through. You've tried contacting him? I can't. Wherever he is, he's on his own. Not everyone is required to travel with a robot. I can't go hunting the nebula for missing people, Alya. But you can. Where did he go? He told me he was going to a moon called Maersi. I want you to find him. That's what you do, isn't it? Find things? I'll see what I can dig up. Get it? Archaeology jokes. A cruel choice of words, Alya. Come back when you've found him, Alya. And Alya, you're taking that robot with you. Thank you, Professor. I long to see the nebula. Mayari seems to trust me. Oh, this went much better than before. Oh, before you go, You should look in on Huang. He was eager to see you. Eager? Why? Alya, really? Couldn't possibly imagine. I know he's rather beneath you, but you could at least say good faith to him. For the benefit of our little community. I'll go and find him. You must have walked straight past him on your way in. Good hunting, my dear. Would you recognize Rembert if we saw him? Did you meet him? I believe he activated me, mistress, after I was uncovered. I suspect that is why Professor Mayari assigned me to you. Ooh. And can I just say, Mistress Alya, it is wonderful to be accompanying you. Oh, yes? Why is that? I find humans fascinating, and you are very different to most here. I've only recently been activated. I'm calling you 6. 6, mistress? I shall remember that. Six. You are buried? Did they find you on Iox? Indeed, mistress. They chipped me out of a wall. Oh, there he is. There's a man. Alya! I didn't know you were back on Iox. Yeah. Professor Mayari wanted to see me. Nothing bad. Perhaps. I'm not sure. She wanted me to find someone. Anyone I know? Janiki Rembert. Ah, but I know Rembert, of course. Well, little. When did you last see him? He was here at the university. Maybe 2 weeks ago now? Why she sent you to find him? I thought you dug things up. By the waters, Alya, what's happened to Janiki? Don't let your imagination run away with you. Alright. Too many books, that's my trouble. Before you go, hardly seems important now, but I found a line of ancient in the Annals of Mazwai I thought you might like. If you have time, that is. Absolutely. Always. Here, see what you think. Will we find Rembert? No, he crashed and burned. I know some of these words. I'll have to guess the others. Many. I've seen this symbol. This is the only time I've ever seen that, like, standalone. Interesting. Many lost. There? Friend. Yeah, it is there. It's totally there. There. Oh. These symbols resemble my translation for holy. Oh, this is like, they're still trying to tutorialize me a bit here, I guess. Many lost their friends, their parents, and their... Well, it's got to be children of all of those options. They lost their goblets. Right? It's got to be goblets. I'm just trying to figure out how those symbols make sense. So you've got... I've got this one sort of pegged, this sort of spiral with the, like, whisker pegged as being, like, objects. But, like, it's coming up in... It's in friends, it's in parents, it's in children. I've no doubt that is children. I'm not umming and ahhing about the translation here. It's absolutely children. I'm just trying to figure out how on earth these symbols tie into relatives, I guess. Because you got people, verb, life, object. People, do, life, object. Object, adjective, object, time is parents, and just adjective, object, time is children. This is assuming the object is correct. And I'm not really sure what that symbol, like, on its own is. That's never come up. Like, in order to really sort of, like, nail down, like, the construction of the language, your verb symbol can be found standalone in to do. It is a verb is a doing word, right? So the symbol that denotes a verb when it is used alone is just do. The curvy line with the dot. I don't know how else to describe it. The curved line with the dot never comes up on its own. It occurs in so many contexts that when it's at the start of the word, it's almost always an adjective. It's either an adjective or a preposition. It describes things in some way. Is a preposition a type of adjective? It is a describing word, right? So yeah, you got that. But then it appears in the middle of words as well, so I don't really... It's more that... Although... It's more that this is a word unto itself, because you got the dash there. It's not that that means something in the middle of the word, but it's more that that is a word unto itself, linked onto person. So it's like... It's like... I'm guessing it's like person young or person early? Something like that. But then you've got parents as well, which uses the same construct. I need to find the word that is adjective, object, time, and define that in order to better define how these words are built, essentially. Because then that would make... Because then this would make a lot more sense. Maybe all will become clear with time. Many lost their friends, their parents, and their children. I think that's correct. It's quite a monster, isn't it? I'll work on it and let you know. So will I. I best not keep you. I hope you find him. Shall we proceed to your ship now? Have you sailed before 6? I have no idea, mistress. But I am keen to find out. And so we left the hallowed walls of the university. Do we get to keep all the stuff, or is it just the translations? Because if so, I'm just like, alright, start the game, let's just chew through that book. 3 hours of chewing through the book, right? That would rather break the game, I think, though, having a book that early on. Your journey to Mayesi should be quick, mistress. Nice place, is it? I do not believe so, mistress. I believe it is a farmyard. What else do you know about Mayesi? Nothing. It is a moon of pigs and rice, mistress. Part of the Iox Protectorate, of course. Ooh, can we just, like, go off script now? I want to go to Elbereth. Let's just go a wholly different way. I don't want to go the same way I went before. Mistress, time may be a factor in Rembert's situation. I'm an archaeologist. If time is a factor, you don't send me. Yet evidently the professor did. That's Rembert's problem, not mine. We're going to Elbereth. I'll prepare the ropes. Like, there's no sense me retreading the Myercy storyline, because that... Oh my god, the maps all open up. Whoa, okay, cool. Cool. Neat. Awesome. We don't have the whole timeline, do we? No. Ancient Empire, Holy Empire, Dark Age now. Yeah. Cool, that's standard. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I mean, last time I pretty much just followed, not entirely, but to a large extent, basically what the game expected me to do. And I know you can go off script a bit. This is clearly one of them. There's clearly just like, you know what, I don't want to just follow the big obvious lead at the start of the game. I want to go somewhere else and see where it brings us. So, yeah, let's see what happens if the first place you go is Elbereth, not Myercy. As I say, I know you could potentially finish the game by just, like, bumbling around through space till you find things. Likewise, you can also somehow, apparently, finish the game by only ever going to the moons and never actually going and doing archaeology, which I don't know how that works. I don't know how there can be enough stuff on the moons alone for you to be able to do that. How can you possibly get leads and make discoveries and do things without ever actually, like, leaving Elbereth and Iox and, like... Apparently that's kind of doable. You do it 6. Do you want to try 6? I can try, mistress. If you are certain. I don't think we're going to pass anything interesting. Different endings. Are there different endings? I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, there's the... Oh, yeah, obviously there's the... We're just going to take the spaceship and go somewhere one. However, taking the spaceship will destroy the nebula.
We landed in the dust, outside the great walls of Elbereth. No one looked up to watch us arrive. The people here only ever look down.
So this is Elbereth? This was your home? This is my home. I have seen nothing but Iox, mistress. This is not like there. No. It's not. The Cat Cascades. That's the way up to the inner citadel. I've only just seen... I don't think I spotted the big feet before. It's, there was one of these like this outside... Where was there? Was it right? I think it was outside the Heaven's Vault themselves. Follow me, 6. Oh my god, we can go out of town.
The smell of the slums made me feel like a child again.
Oh my god, we never went this way before.
It hadn't been a happy time. A simple one, at least.
Huh. There were slums. I don't know what's in the slums. I mostly just wanted to check out the feet, but you know. Do not touch anything, mistress. The structures might topple at the slightest knock. It's all more solid than it looks. God's feet has been standing for some time. There is too much information here. It is most unpleasant. We won't stay long. It would be better not to contract any diseases.
The heart of the God's Feet slum was Timor's bar.
Ah. Why now? Little sorrow.
Never once set foot inside the upper citadel, or so he liked to claim.
By the turning of the waters, you're back. Timor, you should call me Al. We've known each other long enough. But Leah, that isn't your name. Leah means exalted, high, great one. It's a good name. And what does Timor mean? Flatterer? Ancient light? It is referring to my smile, I think.
He was the king of the dung heap.
And are you well? They gave me another robot. Really, Alya? You are a danger to the local economy. Some of us have to work for our assets. I don't think I'm going to sell this one. We could sell 6. That guy wanted to buy 6. Mistress? But you've upset it, Alya. But all the same. The rules are the rules. Your friend there stays outside. I will wait as instructed, mistress. They must adore you on Iox to keep giving you those things. Or they don't like the robots. Huh. Could be, could be. You look tired. Are you sleeping at night? Of course. The tax collectors from Iowa can't pick my pocket if I don't sleep. Always a joke. Always a joke. You're very good health. You should let me pay for this. You'll pay me back one day. I feel sure of that. Ooh, sip my drink.
They say rocker is made from river water, that it burns your throat with the cold of space. But it isn't true. Timor knocks it up out back in an old metal bin.
How about some good news then? I have something for you. A telescope. Ooh, right off the bat, telescope's cool. Dating from the earliest days of the Empire? An heirloom, maybe. It has that look to it. Something that was old even when it was used. The maker didn't include an inscription on the casing. Still, I don't think I've seen anything equivalent to this telescope before. So it must have originated on a site that's undocumented. What do I owe you? Nothing. Just don't stop stopping by.
He liked me.
Apparently so. The raki is good today. I found a new clean drum. It makes all the difference what you distill it in. Where do you get your artifacts from, Timor? If I tell you, will you promise not to share? It's a trade secret. Who would I share it with? The beasts on Iox. Are you above that? I thought you were a bartender. I am a bartender. But you know the sort of people I sell drinks to. Oh, don't flirt with me. I am quite serious. Drown me if I lie. You can probably breathe underwater. Slippery fish, I'm sure. People find them for me, Alya, floating in the wash. There's a particular place, a loop of the nebula, not far from here. Quite empty, quite abandoned, and very old. Now it is as though every ship that flew past it fell to pieces and scattered their cargo to the waves. Perhaps there was a monster, but it has long since gone to sleep. Space monsters? You can't tell me children's stories now, Timor. But your whole life is chasing after stories. True ones. No story told was ever simply true. There are plenty of nothing more than salt and spit. It's called history, Timor. History belongs to everyone. It has to be protected and shared. Otherwise, when I die, when you die, it's like it never happened. And then we don't know who we are. I'll share what I know with you, Alya. Look for the sign of the crossing lines. Thank you, Timor. Peace flood your sails. But please, Alya, don't take it all for yourself. And perhaps one day, if you discover something I might like out there, perhaps you could share it with me. Timur, I'm never going to marry you. You need to stop asking. I know you won't. That's why I ask. Maybe one day I'll say yes to spite you. Now, you shouldn't tease an old man. Especially one with a solid income, good teeth, and assets. You're ridiculous. There are worse things to be. Like, serious. You're visiting the cat kiss today? What does that word mean, cat kiss? I'm not sure exactly. It's very old. Kiss is usually a word for a king or leader. Laborers call the people who hire them Micus. Interesting. Sip my drink. You want another Rocky? Oh my god, can we just get drunk? I mean, we obviously have to try this. Hit me. I got nowhere to be. Oh my god, you totally do. Yeah. Oh my god, we're getting conversational. Do you miss your children, Timur? Mouths to feed? No. Wow. Seriously? Every day, Alya. What good does it do?
I had my first taste of Rucker when I was 8. I didn't pay for it that time either.
Do you know anything about my parents, Timur? I sometimes think if anybody would, it'd be you. Alya. First I heard of you was when I asked the orphanage for grape pickers. You were so desperate to get out of that place. And then you hid when the Grey Ladies came to get you. I remember. Ori hid too. She was too tall. Her feet stuck out from behind the barrel. She didn't really want to hide. She knew it was a game. You looked like a cornered rabbit when we found you. You kept tiring me, though. Of course I did. You'd hear my voice down the corridor and come cling to my leg. I could hardly leave you behind. How can you say all this and then want to marry me? You're like a father to me, if anything. Alya, marriage is not just about... I would never touch you. You understand that? No, I don't understand that. You do not understand. I want to help you. You do help me. You always have. You don't need to marry me to be my friend. You're an orphan. I can't adopt you. I could claim to be your father, but ladies in grey know I'm not. When I die, my children are gone. They want no part of what I have. I want to leave it to someone who deserves it. Leave what? This bar? I don't want your bar, Timur. No, of course not. The bar is nothing really, just a shop front and some barrels. I don't think I believe a word that comes out of your mouth, Timur. I wish I did, but I don't. Well, I respect you, Alya. I do. Please do believe that. You've always known your own heart. Most of us have to see it broken before we know its shape. Wait, what have you got that you wanted to leave me? That was a weird conversation. I could probably have picked some options that would have steered it in a less weird direction, but I don't know. Oh, we're still going. Okay. So is the cleaning job keeping you busy? I told you before, I'm not a cleaner. But of course you are. Picking through dead people's jewelry. Alright, see you later. I better go. Be seeing you, Timur. Sail safe. Come on, 6. We have one new artifact to trace. Time to depart, mistress? Not yet. Whoa, there's like everybody to meet. Where are we going? Oh, right. Back up, I guess. Why do people live like this? On top of each other? I need to know what's going on with the feats. There's definitely, I think there's a writing on the feats. Stone feet. The slums below are named after these feet. They're the oldest things here. Full statue must have been colossal. But no one knows what happened to it. I do like big stone feats. It's all very Ozymandias. Let's see if we know how to work the gate. We haven't got a clue what Kibenya's name is. Mistress, there is only solid rock behind this door. Ah, I comprehend. It is a hopper. It's one of the oldest things on Elbereth. Still works, amazingly. I cannot see the eye, mistress. That's a line of sight to the eye. I cannot take us inside. We Elberethians know how to use it. You just say the word. And what is the word, mistress? Bird is the word. I'm not going to just say it. Someone might be listening. The gate is listening. Ah. A fair point, mistress. I must assume this gate contains the hopper source. There must be a comparable gate above fitted with an eye. Set Boyorki Refar. The gate is asking where you want to go. You can understand it? No, mistress, I was asking you a question. Set Boyorki Refar. The word is catkis. Yenihake. Oh, it does work. Okay. Interesting that once you learn Kibenya, that stops working. Not sure why. We're now somewhat higher up than we were, mistress. Of course we are. We're inside the citadel. Oh, is that the... Oh, is that maybe... I don't think I picked up on it before, but I suspect that might be the anti-weapons mechanism, because the first time we came in, I'm sure we brought a knife. And second time it was like, oh, we've got to give up the knife. I don't think we had to, but like, I think if you say cat kiss, it doesn't let you in with weapons. If you say Kibenya, that's the workaround. That's the one that lets you cheat the system. Be quiet and keep up, 6. Can we go through that way? This gate's been locked as long as I can remember. I think the key must have been lost somewhere. Ori and I used to climb over it.
To strangers, the cat kiss is like a maze. But I'd spent 10 years tearing through these alleyways.
I haven't got anything to give him this time. He's going to want to trade, isn't he?
I could have found my way to.
It is an ancient metal detector. No, it can't. No, it's not. It's not as simple as that. It is It is specifically a weapons detector because I'm bringing in telescopes and sextants and all sorts of things. It's clearly fine with metal. Dappy's place isn't big, but inside it's a treasure trove. Hold it. Oh. Oh, but it's you. Welcome back to Elbereth, Moonflower. Give it back, Tappy. Whatever it is you took. I confess I only really saw the robots. But friends, as you know, are friends. So have your no doubt precious brooch back. Mistress, Do not trust this man. You don't trust him? Tappy and I have a long history. I already don't trust him. You adore me, instead. I prefer it that way. Now come on in, out of the cold. It seems as though I will wait here, suspiciously.
Tappy's place was a little museum to junk. Pots and boxes, spoons and hooks and pocket knives.
It's so good to see you back on Elbereth, Alya. The rivers above grow dull when you're not with us.
And at the centre of it all was Tappy, grinning away like a skull in a bodysuit.
And are you well? I am never dull. So Tappy, I want to show you an artifact. Oh yes? Ooh, we can show him the brooch. A brooch dating from the Holy Empire. Interesting. Have something of a similar period, I think. Yes, this is it. A flimsy, sharp-pronged key. No inscription along the barrel of the key. Most likely this comes... Oh, that was probably me. Most likely this comes from the same site as the brooch, the one Mayari gave me on Iox. This new find should help us find the place. So, you've inspected the goods. The key for your eagle wing brooch. Do you know what it opens? No idea. Something, somewhere, presumably. Yeah, no. Thank you for letting me see it, but no. Something else, perhaps, another time. There. Anything else? Let me consider another time, my fine lady. I found another artifact you might like. Hold on to it. I'm all out. Clean. Come back some other time. Fine. Let's chat. Can we chat? Oh, wait, Tappy. I'm supposed to be looking for an Ioxian who's lost in the nebula. But you're not? Why is that? Did you decide Ioxians are worthless for trade? No one's worthless. But he got himself into trouble. He can get himself out. Well, he's not in my shop. I don't have him hiding in my apartment doing my cooking. Just so you know. I didn't think you did. Until you said that. I could keep no secrets from you, little Rose, but I'm afraid I have no secrets here with me today. Who buys all this stuff of yours? Respectable people. And a few Elbereth rats too. You don't know any respectable people. No, maybe not. Maybe not. But they know me. He was the one who gave me the lead to find the dig site down here before. He was like, oh yeah, well, I did hear one of the workers hurt his arm. Maybe you could go talk to the worker. And that led us down to the dig site. Which, I'm guessing he's not prepared to tell us that because we've not, like, actually gone and done this yet. But interesting. So interesting that this has, in fact, led... by visiting Elbereth, we have actually got enough information to start looking here. We haven't even touched Maersi. So like, that's kind of cool that they both give you the same leads. Although, well, no, in some regards, like, I'd rather go a completely different route, but... yeah. Also... oh yeah, no, I was going to say there's way more rivers down here that I don't recall there being before. Yeah, no, they were there. We just never actually went that way, did we? Cool. Let's see what else we can turn up on Elbereth, then. Are you happy with that robot of yours? I could probably adjust it a bit. Can you get rid of the ethical core? These things run off their cores, but I'm told you can swap them out fairly easily. Tappy, you can thread a needle, if you insist. Anyway, bear it in mind, Alya. See you later, Tappy. I wonder if you can mod 6. Don't get any less marvelous. You are in one piece? You still have all your teeth? We have one new artifact to consider. And also we found initial evidence of a new location of interest, an unknown site. Are you ready to go? Not yet. Does this take us somewhere? I'm not sure we went up there. Oh, this takes us to Oroi. Okay. Cool. So I guess the town's just actually a big old loop. This must have all been very fine once, but it seems to be decaying.
On Elbereth, you could buy anything for any purpose.
Does she have the dude with the broken arm? Bring it all, cheap. Mistress? What is this lady selling? It's a work market. Workers? Are you surprised? This is Elbereth. It's about as far from Iox as you can go. I cannot be here, mistress. The market is for people, not machines. You're in no danger. I am not concerned for myself. My ethical core is programmed against suffering. It does not differentiate by economic status. There's nothing you can do, Six. I am compelled to expend a considerable number of cycles verifying that before I can simply accept it, mistress. Accept it and move on. Maybe we can start a revolution later. Right, no, I didn't want to go back down. I wanted to look at the workers. No, I know we don't know about the broker. I'm just hoping, like, maybe if I talk to the woman and don't be a complete jackass to her about the whole, you know, slavery thing, maybe she will give us the pointers to the dude. I mean, clearly, like, we would be skipping half the story to do that, so probably not, but... I'm also just wondering, like, with an eye to, like, speed running? Oh, this place turns my stomach too. Might have ended up like this if it hadn't been for Mayari. You're lost, Farwet? My name isn't Farwet. You look like a Farwet to me. You brought a Mayameki with you. Robot here? You got keen eyes, trader. Ha! The soapstone still has a spark. Tell me, Soapstone, who are you to bring a Mayameke down here? What good are the metal things to anyone? Perhaps you're hoping to start a riot. I don't want an argument with you. Then get off my moon and take that thing with you. I've got business here. But believe me, I won't stay a moment longer than necessary. Sure that you do not. Your kind won't be happening until only the Mayameke can eat. It won't be the robots that stick a knife in your belly. Yeah, no, I don't think there's any way that conversation can go well. Particularly. She doesn't like robots. She just... yeah. As long as you have 6, she is not going to be particularly friendly.
Oroi was my oldest friend. We'd grown up in the orphanage.
We need to sell 6. And buy us a lizard while we're at it.
But I had left Elbereth and she had stayed.
Wonder how business is going. The arms tray looks pretty empty. There's an answering clatter from behind the door. What do we do now? What do we do now? We have a mosey around. No idea what these things do. Always playing around with magnets and wires and things. Alright, what do you want? Oh, it's you. It's good to see you. It is it? Excuse me. You're here to dump another broken robot on me? I hoped you could fix that robot. Sure. You made it out like it was dented, not fried. What's wrong with this one? It's following me. That's what's wrong with it. Watch your back, robot. That's my advice. My role is to watch Mistress Alya's back. What do you want, Alya? I was having a good day.
We'd been friends. Once.
How's your family? That's what you came to ask me? Alright. My son is fine. My daughter... That's another story. What's happened to your daughter? My daughter thinks she's in love. That does happen, alright. She's a child, Alya. How old is she now? You know perfectly well how old she is. And she's not old enough. So, did you ever fix that robot I sold you? No, whatever it lost out there, it was really gone. I ended up borrowing a few internals from my collection. It's disgusting. How are things here? Slow enough? See you around, Alisara. Whoa, 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 whoa! That all we get after all this time? We were friends! Look at my telescope!
Nothing.
Don't think she can do anything with my telescope. Tell me about adventures that I can have. She ain't coming back. Okay, well, I got me a lead. Was there anything else on this planet? Are you ready to go now, mistress? I can't remember if there's anything down in the farmy bit outside. Screw it, let's get out of here. Stand still, mistress. And so we left the surface of Elbereth. Okay, things to wonder. 1, can I buy 2 lizards? 2, can I actually sell 6? Dude wants to buy him. Guy from Renaki. Can I get the book and just, like, spend the entire game translating the book? And, yeah, let's start sailing. I don't know, what can I find right now? Already the ropes, mistress. What can I find without ever... How can we do this differently? I could start trying to find some of these things. How do you get into here? It's like here is your way in, really, isn't it? So to get to that, you would have to go... It's not too far, I suppose, but like, also need to be able to navigate. Can I? Iraq is a market moon far outside the reach. I haven't got any reason to go there, so I can't set it as a destination. Go directly to the end. Take me here. Set course for here. No? Not happening? Oh, okay. In fact, yeah, where is that last moon? Where's the because this is the river, right, that brings us to Heaven's Vault. Where's the actual landing site for that last moon? The one that like lets you control the rivers. Can we just go there? That'd be quite funny if you could just like sail straight to that. These clearly go into somewhere that I've never been before, but I think it might just be like paths across. I don't know if there's actually a ruin in here. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I guess I can't navigate to the unknown site because I don't have enough information to know it's there. I think my only actual option is actually Mayazi. That's my only choice. I feel like there should be more options right now. Because, I mean, I guess Mayazi basically takes you straight to the cyclones after that anyway.
Mayari wanted us to sail to Mayerzi.
So, what can I do to go off script? Is the fun question. I mean, I guess even if I started finding ruins in there, I don't know if the game would like let me actually go there. We're going to go into these ones down here, actually. That leads us into some new territory where I feel like there should be something. Let's have a wander around that a bit, if I can. This is your ship, mistress? Left. And then immediately right, yes. I call her the Nightingale. That junction to the right doesn't exist. Found her in a ruined hall in Elbreth, covered in dust. Yeah, backspace. She must have been someone's prized possession once. She's mine now. What happens if you go left here? We end up taking a very long way around if this doesn't work out. Let's find out. You don't think to give your ship to the curators on Iox? She's an archaeological find, after all. I think there's a junction. Yep, that was absolutely where the junction is supposed to be, but it does not yet exist to stop me breaking the game. Fine. Boo. Iox doesn't like people to have ships. They would have burned her. Your ship is no secret, mistress. Professor Mayari knows you sail, of course. Go straight on here, mistress. Get me closer to where we're going. Do you want to try 6? I can try, mistress. If you are certain. Mayazi, a farming moon. If Rembert's here, I need to find him. And if he's not, I need to work out where he went.
We stepped off the ship and into the mud. Mud covered the ground and rock. And everywhere I looked, things were growing from the mud. And some of those things had legs.
Look at this place. Breathe the air. I cannot breathe, mistress. As you are no doubt aware. Well then, let's see where Rembert's got to. If we're really lucky, he'll have found an old pot. So where do we start? There's a series of rice terraces. If we climb up, away from the water, that should take us to the village. This way then.
The air smelled earthy and sweet.
Can we just go and pick up his crystal? Look at this thing. It's truly hideous. I have observed that tastes vary greatly between people, mistress. What do you make of Rembert's brooch, Six? The one he sent to my Ari. I was struck by the craftsmanship. It seemed very fine to me. It's an artisanal product, high status. Someone's carved something here. Symbols in the ancient script. I might be able to translate them. Ooh! Holy water goddess, or something like that. Most likely not. Ancient scribes didn't always trouble to put in their spaces. I don't think they expected the writing to be read. Oh, this doesn't say water. I saw holy goddess of... Is Kibenia not the... This last word doesn't look like anything I've seen before. I beg to differ. Place of plants, place, earth. Holy goddess of fields makes sense. Goddess of fertility and growth. Kibenia's not the water goddess anymore. It's all different. Can you scan for Janiki or something? Mistress has mistaken me for a dog. Perhaps you believe if I had a scrap of clothing, then I could trace his scent. You're not much use then. I have visual scanners of exceptional acuity, mistress. If I see him, I will let you know. Can we just take the crystal? It's literally right here. What's this? Almost buried in the grass. Speed running! Shard of crystal. Does it mean anything to you, Six? It is most curious. This moon does not contain any crystals of this type. But the brooch Master Rembert sent to the professor does. The mineral is the same. Now, what kind of crystal is it, Six? Iolite, mistress. Valueless. Perhaps we should return to the ship. Let's try the village. There is definitely a doodad to find in one of the fields, isn't there? Because we found it before. Which will have words. I can't remember if this villager is likely to give me anything of any use anyway. I mean, I guess they'll give me information. Information. I suppose there's nothing old here. No ruins, no ancient kings, no crumbled towers. Where was... this is a farmyard. I remember it being down some little side alley like this, but it's a field, not just an alley though, is it? Where did I find the thing? My purse thing of holding. It is distinctly of holding, yes. Master Rembert could be in any of these buildings, mistress. Do you intend to search them all? Do you have a better idea? We could locate a villager and inquire. We certainly could. I'll wait out here, mistress. You. Do I know you? You are from Iox, aren't you? I'm from Iox. I heard your voice, your accent. He told me you might come. Janiki? My tall Ioxian. He left something for you. With the goddess to keep it safe. I found it. A crystal? But I don't know what it means. He told me you would understand. I hope you find him, Miss Mayari. Thank you. I have to go now. I don't want them to see me talking to you. See, okay. Janiki, where are you? Buried in the mud somewhere? So Jesse Cox did like a very brief video on this. I saw him, that conversation played out very differently to mine on both occasions. Like, he managed to like straight up pretend to be Mayari with her. Someone from Iox has visited here recently. One of these corridors definitely has something. I can't remember where it is or how I got there. I want to look around some more. Was it? Ah, there we are. Gleam in the grass. That'll do it. Is that something in the mud? No, nothing here. Boo! I wonder if that's semi-random then. Do you know what Rembert taught? Robotics, mistress. Does Rembert actually have a model? Probably not, because he's dead. Spoiler alert! Good faith, master. My apologies, Ioxian. My pigs need me. Please, if you could just... Ooh. Maybe the thing was down here. I remember it being a bit out of the way. Locals don't seem surprised to see me. Or to see you. I imagine robots collect supplies from here routinely. The locals I know also do not seem pleased to see you. Okay, well, I guess we're in the village.
3 paths met at the heart of the village. I could imagine them all, sitting around here in the evenings, sipping rucker and singing. It seemed nice.
Do I have a schedule? Kind of. Yes. Stranger! Yeah, basically everything we learned in the last game, we keep, and like it's just harder. There's more stuff to learn, more stuff to do, to translate. Basically, if you like the translation, it's just way more translating, which is, you know, the core of the game. On the subject of the schedule, sort of. Sunday is my like official Sea of Thieves day, Sailing Sunday. With that in mind, Tulkas did actually straight up buy Sea of Thieves last week. It just literally neither of us could get into the game on Thursday. They're having server issues, otherwise we would have played it then. So I will be playing Sea of Thieves with Tulkas on Thursday, barring anything unforeseen. So Thursday will be the next Sea of Thieves day. But my schedule is loose. Let's put it that way. I try to stick to whatever I'm playing Tuesdays, something with Tulkas Thursdays, and something sailing which obviously for the last couple of months has been Sea of Thieves on Sundays, Sailing Sunday. So that's kind of my schedule as it goes. Obviously, if there's something I'm into, like, oh, I don't know, say this, I'll try and make a lot more time for it. And I mean, yeah, so my policy on playing with viewers is I don't really just open the door to everybody, but folks who, like, I've seen show up in stream before, I'm more open to that being a thing. I mean, you were in the stream before, I've seen your name before. Yeah, to be fair, if you wanted to add me on Xbox, I'd probably be open to doing that. And yeah, sure, hop on in next time I'm on a ship, I guess. But I've got to talk to this chap now. Greetings! Greetings to you! Welcome to my Erzy. You have come to trade? What do you have to trade? If you do not know that, then you have not come to trade. You're right. I'm looking for someone. Ooh! Not a Myasian, surely. We are as alike as ants to you. My friend's an Ioxian. We do not keep any of those in our pens. Good luck with your search. They say the nebula is wide. Wow. Curt. Helpful. I'm not finished with you yet. Is that so? I found a lump of crystal. You are very lucky. Do you recognize it? No. You found it after all, and not I. But do you recognize this kind of stone? No. But you will not buy anything from me with a trinket. I know my friend Janiki was here. I met one of your villagers. She knew him. She? What was the name of this villager? It's not important. Even if she'd told me, I wouldn't tell you. Trust is a problem between our two moons. Still, I can imagine who it was. If we had seen your friend, if he had met with an accident among us, what would Iox do? Ooh, we can threaten him. Tell me everything or Iox will punish you. I knew it was true. You people are indeed animals. I'm not the one hiding a missing man. We did not kill anyone. The man sighed. Your friend was here. He left in a ship. Then something exploded in the sky. I do not know if that was your friend. Good faith to you, lady. Good faith to you. Okay. I guess civility and threats achieve exactly the same ends in this. Seems Janiki knew he was in trouble. Did they destroy his ship somehow? The story about a fire in the sky was a lie? If they did, mistress, they would have had to have taken the boat apart and buried it. There is no sign of such activity here. Can we go now? I mean, I would like to find whatever the there was. I found an artifact last time I was here somewhere hidden in the grass, and I can't remember where it was. But I don't think I'm ever going to turn it up again, especially as this place is a maze. It's down here. No, it's not down here. Who the heck is she talking to? Mostly the robot. But also, she keeps herself to herself. I think she talks to herself a lot. I can relate. I like Alya. Got a lot in common, us two. Like that, it was there. I could see it for a moment. Take back to the ship. Back to the ship. Go, go, go! Save me walking. We've done all we can. This way, mistress. Or maybe we're just going to autopilot out. No, there we go. Cool, 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 cool. R34? You mean Rule 34? Is that what you're going for? Are you suggesting that someone out there has created, someone out there has shipped Alya and 6? Is this where we're going with that one? The crystal we found, mistress, and the element inside the brooch. They originated from a moon somewhere on the edge of the cyclones, and I can hear fireworks going off outside. I don't know what's going on that's worth celebrating, but someone's doing something. I've never been that way. No one has. Those are wild rivers. I wonder, what exactly did Rembert discover? The dangers of sailing through a hurricane? I don't want whatever happened to Rembert happening to us. I will do my best to keep you safe, mistress. Presumably Rembert had a robot with him, who will have said something similar. Didn't Mayari say Rembert didn't need babysitting with a robot? Okay, we can play the game where we never go to any of these sites. We can just be like, nope, that's too dangerous, I'm not going there. This is in the cyclones. That's the... I'm just trying to remember how the game plays out initially. We've got the Iolite Moon, which we can navigate to now. I don't remember there being 2 sites here, though, honestly. I thought this was just the temple, the final temple of the Emperor kind of thing. We could just go to Iox and tell Mayari that Rembert exploded and we're done. Let's call it that. Let's just leave the game there. Just say, we're done, sorry, your man's exploded. This could be, I mean, this actually might be like that, the route to only ever playing between the core moons. I want to see just how far the story, I'm interested a little bit just to see how far the story goes. Without ever, without ever actually doing any proper archaeology. The no archaeology route. It sounds quite boring actually, as far as it goes. Story but no archaeology. Or you could go 6. Do you want to do it? I can try, mistress. If you are certain. Alya 6 is a weird ship to do, because, like, they really kind of hate each other. And there's not even, like, there's not even any subtext to, like, imply that, oh, this could be a thing for people to go wild with. It's just like, no, these guys, they hate each other. There really isn't like Iox on my Urzi. I was thought Iox treated the other planets well. Would you ever find out about the Heavens Vault? I don't know. Let's find out. Personally, I do not believe Iox considers Elbereth to be special at all. We never came back here once in the other game. I've come straight back here this time. Alya, you're back. I don't know if I want to ask what you found. Maybe you don't, Professor. It's not good news. I'm not a child. Just tell me what you saw. He settled on my ears. We can just lie to him. He's like, oh yeah, he's taken up a life as a farmer now. That's it. Game over. We're done. Let's get back to our archaeology. Oh my god. I need to save the game because I want to like find out what happens if you lie to her about that now. No, he's almost certainly dead. He's almost certainly dead. Almost certainly. That's the best you could do. No, Professor. We returned before we had properly resolved the issue. You snitch, you little grass. We have a lead. The local people saw a fireball in the sky. Rembert's ship? Alya, I want to know for sure. And I want to know what he was doing out there. He told me he'd learned something about the fall. What fall? What fall? You say you believe in history. Iox fell, Alya. The Empire collapsed. Our protectorate is the Empire of old, and the fall will come again. The loop tells us that the past is prophecy, and if we're not ready for it, we'll not survive it. The fall was almost 350 years ago. It's ancient history. You were quite wrong. That is what Rembert was doing for me out there. Trying to learn how the fall will occur. And Rembert found something inside one of his robots. Inside? He found a way into a robot. Into its core. The robot told him something. Set him to digging up something on a moon near Elbereth. He hired labourers from Elbereth to do the work, and then I heard nothing until he sent me that brooch. But the robot knew about the fall, Alya. The robots know everything. So ask the robots to help? Leave me out of it. The robots have no memory of what came before. Before they were buried here, they were wiped clean. I don't think a robot can truly forget. No more than a soul in the loop can be lost. The loop sustains all, Alya. All. Do you really believe this? I'm growing tired of your cynicism. Find what Rembert found. We have to know what will happen. Is Huang around? I've no idea. Most likely. Where else would he be? Please, Alya. Go away. One last thing, Alya. If you notice anything strange about your new robot, you tell me. I don't think I understand you. Robots are valuable things, Alya. I want to know immediately if anything happens to this one. I hope that's clear. Clear. Yeah. I'm glad to hear it. Do you believe her, mistress? Do you believe in the loop? Of course not. It's wishful thinking, or fear. But still, Rembert found something. Now surely we must try to follow Janiki's trail further. Should we return to the ship now, mistress? Don't hassle me. I need to go talk to Huang, see how he's doing, see if he gives me some more book. 6. How long were you buried here? I have no idea, mistress. I do not remember it. And you don't know why you were buried? No, mistress. I can only assume I was not needed. Alya, tell me, are you still wasting your time on curious notions of history? What's so curious? Well now, your ideas are hardly wholesome, all that death and decay. You should devote yourself to a real science. Metallics, maybe. Loop philosophy. History is a science. The exploration of the past, through evidence and theory. Honestly. Really? Most people think you'll not be content until you've unearthed your own skull. Good faith to you, Alya. May the waters light your way. What an asshole. I really hate her. Understandable, mistress. I've dug on scores of moons 6. You know, I've never found robots buried on any of them. Only on Iox. I assume we were stored there. In case we were needed. You don't know why you are activated. Oh, we're going back to the previous conversation, I guess. No, mistress. I am grateful, but so far my purpose is unclear to me. Ooh, we can go under the bridge this way? Is there more to Iox? I guess I have not explored Iox very thoroughly, like, at all. We just, like, hightailed it out of there last time around. Look at this place, 6. Looks modern, but it's ancient. Here and there, bits of architecture go back thousands of years. And what's through here? We may never know. He really hates Iox and Ioxians. What was Rembert doing? Was he helping them somehow? Plotting our evolution, you mean? Evidently it is implausible, certainly. Alya, good faith to you. You just shouting my name randomly? Where is my man Huang? Where's he at? Why implausible? Why would Master Rembert care? Maybe his ethical core compelled him. Possible? Oh, I got all the steps have got ramps. This whole place is actually built for robots, isn't it? We'll get our ethical core removed one of these days. My friend Oroi could do it. With respect, mistress, I am certain she could not. There was an inscription! More glyphs! Woo, we never translated this before! This one is a phrase run together. And that fits, but I think... Place yourself? Is that like home or something very similar to home? Home is... Okay. I'm feeling confident about a translation of run. Let's see now. I'm not seeing anything even close to the first word. Yeah, you have. Place, person, you. There? No. Place, not, nowhere. There. Oh, I guess it is there. There is nowhere to run. I can still change my mind. But there's nowhere to run? I wonder if anyone knew that was there. Look at this thing, 6. What even is it? Evidently, it is said to be a sundial, mistress. 6 totally knows what this is, because when we see one later, he's like, oh yeah, it's a bit of a robot. What do you make of it, 6? It seems to me this sundial could never have worked, mistress. At least not in this location. Maybe the sundial isn't a timepiece at all. It might have just fallen off a building. Maybe there's an ancient king underneath it. I have not detected anything. I know, 6. People have already looked. Tree of knowledge, or so they call it. Each branch grows more branches. Except for the ones that die, fall off, and are forgotten. Which is where we come in, I suppose. I went outside the university grounds once exploring. This is a very beautiful moon. You can tell it was once lush, fertile. There must have been huge forests, lakes, rivers. They're all but dry now. Suppose they cut down all the trees to make chairs. Or ships. Where is my man Huang? That's really kind of what I'm looking for. I figure he will have something for me. Alya, good faith to you. Everyone's just stopping me to shout my name. Nobody's got anything, they just want to shout my name. Ooh, there's a little room. Oh, is this where he does his reading?
The library is a quiet spot to think. Except when Huang's in there, which of course, he always is.
Brilliant. Okay, now we know where to find him. Alya, you're back. Did you find Rembert? Let's just say he's not coming back. Really? Did he go native on some wild moon? I've heard there are places out there where people get up to all sorts of things. Oh, I imagine if I'd lied to my RE6 would have just he already grasped me up. Like, he would have totally grasped me up and been like, no, you're wrong. He's dead, Huang. Oh. Are you sure? He was blown to a million pieces. They'll be washing around the rivers until you and I breathe them in. Oh, but don't. I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't know him, but professors... They're supposed to die in soft chairs watching the fountain. Listen, Huang. Oh, do we finally get to read the Chronicles of Mazwai? Who is this Mazwai you're always reading about? She was a sailor from maybe 20 loops ago. She was a travelling monk, mistress. She was a travelling monk, mistress. How old are these books of yours? Some are really old, but not, you know, not ancient. They date back to the first Empress or so. Have you found any artifacts you want me to look at? A couple. Telescope's probably of more interest to him. Now, I've seen something similar if I remember right, only this one was inscribed. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. Yes. This was marked onto a golden compass. It was found floating in the wash near Maerzi. I don't know if it's related, of course. Woo! Thanks. This one has several words. Oh my god, that's so many things. Okay. So, for every a mountain that does not move. Mountains don't tend to move anyway. For every something, there must be strength. I believe you can be coming with your translation for there, mistress. I'm also certain of must. My translation for might doesn't feel right now. Hopefully I can make some better guesses for the rest of this. So what does this say? This word is like my word for declare. So for every choice then? If it's similar to a declaration. Oh, the only place we've even seen that though was right at the start, and I wasn't super sure about that. What other choices we have then? For every choice wall knowledge separated, there must be for every yeah, well, okay, wall suddenly makes sense now that I'm thinking about it. Yes, cool. Yeah, for every it is earth that does not move, it is a wall. For every wall, there must be a door. Shame this doesn't have the other words up top, because, like, verb, light, movement, that's something, right? But this is then the noun version of that, right? Because then this construct, like, yeah, we already have life, so it definitely can't be life. Yeah, I'm quite sure we do. We might not have confirmed life. That's the thing. I'll tell you why this is so interesting, because one of the words that if I'd gone back to Huang and done all this, we would have presumably known this word. But because we didn't have it, the word for, I think, gate? I think it was the word for gate was really hard to figure out. When we're in the Steel Empire mines, right? Yeah, that was part of the construct that makes up the word for gate, and I was like, why is there light in a gate? And I think may have been yourself was like, well, when you open a gate, it lets light through, so that's it. And I was like, presumably that is literally why it's here, because that is the reasoning for it being a door. It is the movement of light. It makes a door. It's a weird way for that. For every wall, there must be door. Do you have any more like that? Let me see. No, I don't think comes to mind. Do you want me to archive the telescope? Ooh. What does this achieve? Yeah, take it. Good faith to you. I'll be back shortly. It'd hurt Huang's feelings if I said so. But these books are all recent. Most from the last 50 years or so. You ain't got anything lying around that's got an old inscription on it then? I guess not. Part of me was kind of hoping he would let me have the compass there. I guess he just had the inscription from the compass. He didn't actually have the compass. Yeah, I think that's done. Because then I was like, well, maybe then I can take that and I can trade it for something else in Elbereth and just spend the entire game just trading artifacts with Huang and Tappy. Just keep getting things just from those two. There was an option to go to Elbereth. And now we know there's the involvement with the labourers, we can probably go down that route. So in that particular respect of speedrunning, yes, if you go to, just from a speedrunning perspective, I guess go to Myerzi straight away, because the Elbereth thing's unnecessary, it's just a bit of a diversion. Go to Myerzi, find out he exploded, go back to Myari, tell her he exploded, and she'll be like, oh, but he was messing around with labourers, what was that all about? And then you go to Elbereth and talk about labourers, and then you can go to his dig site, right? It's beautiful enough. And then you cut out the whole, like, Emperor's Temple thing. Time to move on. I'll prepare the chocks, mistress. I should just go to bed each time, really, more than anything else. And basically just, like, tell Six to take the reins. Elbereth. Oroi. I'd love to know why Janiki remembers hiring labourers. That was the important one. Take over. Do you want to try 6? I think there is also a way to break the story progression, because I think there's actually an achievement tied to that, which the devs mentioned was possible in one of the updates. Like, it wasn't initially available. At first it just, like, broke the game. But then they were like, yeah, no, that's the thing. We fixed it. It's just, like, it's just progression breaking now, if you really, really want to do that. I mean, speaking of which, I'm going to take just a sec to have a... like, something I've not looked at is Chiefs. Like, what else is there? So, okay, we can... there are... there are... Jesus, a lot of things. Oh my god, spoilers. I feel like you actually can sell 6. Because the achievement is sold a friend. Crowning secret, discover something priceless and keep it secret. That would be the crown, right? It's called a crowning secret. But I did keep it a secret. I didn't tell anyone about it last time. Oh no, I told Oroi about it. Maybe you just have to keep it secret, like, from everybody until you finish the game to get a crowning secret. Seal the university. What? Something about talking to pigs. Legend from the old... There are some interesting sounding things to do. Ooh! The woman who's always like, oh, sailing is evil, I couldn't possibly do sailing. But is sailing fun? What's sailing like? On the Renaki, judging by the chiefs, you can literally, like, take her to Iox. Cool. There's an achievement for meeting Timor. We have done that. I don't know why I haven't done things. Oh, hello. There's someone talking to me I haven't seen. How goes things? All fire, no smoke, as they say. Thank you. Be well. Cool. Good talking, I guess. Ooh, it has an inscription. There are ancient symbols here. I used to trace them out when I was a girl. It's a long one. This is the end of a longer line of text. All pilgrims are welcome. Oh, I just remember what the Iolite Moon is that we can visit. The Iolite Moon is where Six brings the... yeah, he's like, oh yeah, there's no air there. I'm just going to go get the thing. And he brings the box on board, which is where we get the purple robe, isn't it? All pilgrims are welcome in... not temples. Palace? Palace. Of... one more thing. This one has a lot of symbols. I'm sure it translates as pilgrims, so we know that thing about the robe is now a thing. These glyphs remind me somewhat of my translation for must. Well, they're gonna be kings, right? Palace of Kings, the cat kiss. Kiss is a person who's important, and cat was kings, right? I don't know. I don't. Did we touch on that? The word cat? I don't know what cat meant in ancient or Elberethian or whatever it is. Yeah, it's gonna be kings. So, is that just a symbol of power? Then is this what that is? Person, power, power and time, and do power, time, do must. I think it is just a symbol of power, isn't it? All pilgrims are welcome. All pilgrims are welcome in the Palace of Kings. Palace of Kings? What, this place? Was Elbereth an important place once? Set boy occhi refar. Catkiss. Vieni qua che. Is that why the gate always like had more to say before? Because we were like carrying the knife. Anyway, took issue with that. I'll never get used to that. I don't think we've got anything to talk to Tappy about. I think we should head towards Oroi. In fact, I don't really have much to do with Oroi. We really just need the slaves. Or labourers, I guess. Yes. I want to ask about a man named Rembert. I don't talk about my customers. So Rembert was a customer. If he was, I wouldn't talk about him. You're not going to help me. If you're looking for a worker, I will. But you better bring him back fit to work, unlike your friend Rembert. I want to talk to the man Rembert brought back. You want to hire one of my stock? I just want to talk to him. Then you can pay a fair rate. If that's to dig your plot or whisper to you through the night, that's your affair. Just don't break his leg. I won't break anything. That's a promise. I don't accept promises. Ioxians don't respect property. I'm not an Ioxian. Of course you are. You've a Mayameke trailing at your heels. I managed to ask him some questions. Listen, Salehwa. Your Ioxian friend shattered my arm bone in 100 little bits. The bits swimming around inside his skin like hungry maggots. He's never going to work again. Like as leather, you're the last chance he's got to earn himself a meal. So pay your dues. Then let him go. He's not worth anything to you. I'll make you a deal. You take him off my hands for nothing, and you look after him. Yazzie, get out here. I know, miracles happen. What time is it? Greet your buyer. Mistress, please. With faith and greetings to you, Micus. Let's make one thing clear. You're free. Yes, Micus. As you say, Micus. Good luck, Farwet. I just want to ask you a question, then you can go. Go where, Micus? I do not think anyone will hire me as I am now. I'll take you to Iox. Lots of people sit around on Iox. I do not want to sit around. I want to work. Huang will find something for you in the library on Iox. You'll enjoy the company. Micus. You were hired by a man from Iox? Janiki Rembert? You have it right. Micus's name was Rembert. Where were you digging? Somewhere on Elbereth? No. Away. Away where? We sailed to a moon. Elbereth was visible in its skies. There was nothing there, but he made us dig. We found something. Can you find Rember's moon again? I think so. I think so, yes. But not on a map. I will need to fly with you. What makes you think I have a ship? You are from Iox. You did not walk here. What did you dig up for Rembert? I do not know. We just uncovered a spar of wood when the winch fell on me. I was brought back here. Wood? Not metal? No. Not robots, then. What were you digging that needed a winch? A hole, mistress. A very deep hole indeed. Okay. I guess we've got to take him with us. Let's go back to the ship. We can talk there. Time to go, mistress? Do it. Kind of want to talk to Yazzie. Not Yazzie, Tappy. And Oroy. But I don't think either of them will have anything for me at this point. It'd be good to, like, actually find some moons, get some artifacts and things, so I've got some value, I suppose. I guess if we've got a thing dealing with pigs, that's got to be on. The moon whose name now immediately eludes me. What's it called now? Mayasi. You sure you can find this moon, Yazzie? Quite certain. I can find the place where the Ioxian had his working Micus. Without me, I do not think you would ever find it. And what makes it so hard to find? It is a rock. A sea of rocks. But I know which rock. You don't have to come. Show Six the way and we'll take you to Iox. I will come with you. Otherwise you will not find it. Then let's go. I wonder if I can find the woman on the moon that he's trying to, like, do a runner with. Anyway, this is fun. I managed to find Rembert's dig site without ever bothering with the Iolite moon and the unknown site up here. Which is basically going to take us straight into the Age of Sail content. Which is pretty cool. Because that's mid to late game, I think. Speed running! I feel like speedrunning would be easier if I didn't do all the voice acting. Either of us continues to our destination from here, mistress. Pick one then. So do all Ioxians get given robots, Micus? Are they attached to you as children, perhaps? I'm not from Iox, I'm from Elbereth. Yes, Micus, of course. My mistake. The route leads straight ahead here, mistress. I reckon we probably could just do without bringing him, because, like, it's not that big an area of space, and I guess we already know roughly where it is. And I'm good at finding these things. Found plenty of other dig sites before. We're going the right way? I do not know, Micus. Well, I hope so. You're leading. When he took us there, he did not let us look out of the window. My findings suggest Rembert's dig site should be somewhere nearby. There's something up ahead. Settle the Nightingale 6. Let's take a look around. Speedrun it, then 100% it, get all achieves, 100% speedrun. Jesus! How much... You want me to, like, break off and do, like, other JRPGs and stuff, but you also want me to speedrun 100% this thing. I'm going to be here for years doing everything there is to find in this game. Whew. Yeah, maybe you need to actually bring him with you to have the sight, that's for sure. Part of me was actually kind of considering
across the surface
I'll
of a
talk.
tiny moon. Nothing but dust and towering stone.
This is the place? This is it, Micus. This is quite remarkable, mistress. This place is actually worse than Elberath. Much worse, my Emeke. But why did Rembert dig here, Yazi? Can't be anything to find. No one's ever lived here. There is no organic matter in the soil, mistress. I would suggest this moon has always been as you see it now. I do not know what he was looking for. I only know that he found it, and he left. Just mountains of sand. We won't find any buildings here. They'd be buried. There are none. So, can we leave too? Yeah, I'm potentially thinking maybe just kind of... I don't know whether I will commit to this, but just doing this one stream on New Game Plus and then just leaving that as maybe like a teaser. If you want to know more, you'll have to play through the game twice yourself kind of thing. Maybe. Just so that I can actually cover some of the other games that I want to cover and that you want me to cover and that other people want me to cover. And yeah, that there are not enough hours in the life to do that with. A contraption. What's this thing, Yazzie? For lifting. This is how we ran the winch. There are tracks running from it. Made for a cart, I suppose. Someone was building something? Not exactly, Micus. Not for robots. He wouldn't use robots. There's something etched here. And this is not an ancient site, mistress. Alberethians carve ancient symbols for luck. I don't think they know what they mean. A primitive people. There's a few words in this one. Cover all the things. In order to cover all the things, I will require, at a bare minimum, enough people to subscribe as channel members and also to watch my content to provide a substantial ad revenue that combined the two things would allow me to comfortably quit my job and pay all my bills so that I could cover like 3 games a day and stream them like 3 hours each or something. This is different. What have we got here? What's... Oh, yes, I remember this. What is up, dog? I think I made that joke before. Must yet. This isn't different. In fact, this is not even different at all. This is literally translating the same word I did before. Sure, my translation for yet is right now. In fact, I think the only precedent for that is this same sentence. I translated the same sentence in the same place twice. I'm definitely right. I hope this doesn't all collapse. No way through this way. Oh, okay. When the work was too slow, Rembert used explosives. He didn't seem to know what he was doing. This way, Micus. Well, I'm trying to go that way. Mistress, I must warn you. Mister, I do not trust him. I do not believe he's being honest with you. I suspect there is something here of value he wishes to retrieve. What's that? By the waters.
There were tents, carts,
Sati, yo, how's it going?
Rembert must have had an army working here. And yet he had left it all behind. Just like that.
Here is what we did for him, Micus. The pit we dug is within, and it is deep. Cool. Let's go find the woman hiding out in the tent just to, like, rumble his ruse. Because I bet that's the thing we can do now. How long did all this take? I don't know, Micus. Used workers in shifts. A few weeks and then change. The work was hard. He must have been certain there was something to find. But what? The spoon's as barren as they come. He did not say. And I was no longer here when he found it. Okay, I can't get into these tents. Ooh, this one isn't sealed. Open it up. I can't get my fingers under it. He must have been shipping these. Amber was not interested in these pieces. The others collected them and shared them out to sell. Trays? They might give us a clue about what Rembert was looking for. Little pieces. Pottery, metal shards, nothing significant. Though surprising to find out here all the same. Another dig? For storing equipment. What is all this? There must be a city under there. Here's something. A golden wind chime decorated with the outline of a claw. Looks like something from the early Empire? I've seen the markings on this thing before. On the side of my ship. Oh, some etched characters. It's the start of a fragment of text. Okay, that's a symbol that I have not been certain about. Is something? No, actually, I'm fairly confident it's animal, isn't it? Yeah, that's like animal. So animals sing. And fly? No. Maybe? No. Possibly? And gives... Is that... What is that? Is it object, form, or people and light? A weird hunch that's joy. Gives joy to all. Although surely there should be a 2 in there as well. I don't think that's right. I don't think that is right in there. I'll try it. That just kind of feels wrong putting that in there. Because I think that's the verb form of it. I don't know. Something's wrong. I must have used the wrong words. It is sing. Don't give up on it! Oh, okay, well apparently we're at that stage already. Jesus. No chance of working that out. Oh no! Apparently a New Game Plus she just gives up on everything as well. Woof. Gives all and so it's not sings at all. Sings doesn't fit in there like at all. So does that make that's all one word and that's all one word, but it's got the verb form in there. Oh, you've got up in there as well, haven't you? There's an extra up. This is... Nah, that's not right. That's what I mean. I don't think it will actually go to translation anyway at this stage. She won't remark on it. She won't work on it. All I can do is, in the future, hope that these words come up again, which is really annoying because that's clearly something very specific that might not ever appear anywhere else. Is gives right? Yeah, yes, there's no question mark after it, so gives is definitely correct. Unless you're suggesting that there are other characters that might go with it to turn it into a different word? Yeah, either way, I don't think I can figure it out now, unfortunately. If you go inside Micus, then you will understand. I need to find who you're stowing away first. There's an opening somewhere? Around the back, Micus. Also, I could really use a knife just to pry that open. Do I get a knife in here? Is this where I get a knife? I think this might have been one of the locations I was able to pick up a knife in my travels. What's Rembert looking for? What did he find? Do you know? I do not know. I was hurt before he found anything. Oh, there's an inscription on this corner, isn't there? If memory serves. Aha! Another carving! This one has a phrase run together. This is totally where because like he knocks me out when I leave the tent and tries to run off with my ship with whatever woman he came here for. I forget what her name was. Hold nowhere. Not nowhere. There we go. Got my translation for stone to the dictionary. The second word doesn't look like anything I've seen. Hold back stone. That's what this wooden support is doing. It is holding back the stone. I was hoping that would give me a bit more clarity as to what that is. I guess that's just kind of like... well, we were speculating, I suppose, because it was similar to the word for past, that it might, or glyph for past, rather, that it might be future. So it's a place which is not place and not future. But then surely not future is just past. Surely you would just use the glyph for past in there. Because yeah, surely the way you've got the not symbol making the inverse stuff, you don't need separate glyphs for past and future because one of them is just the inverse of the other. Unless that's just like forward or something. Which might make more sense because it is just kind of pointing forward, right? Here's the glyph for forward. Equally, it might say cheese runs amok, mistress, since the carvers do not know what they were carving. True enough. What does Micus mean, Yazi? Better. I'm not your better, Yazi. I'm from Rembert too. You are from Iox, I think, just as the other one was. I told you already. Tied up from the outside. My scanners do not suggest there is anyone inside, as I told you. They all left. They're not sold. Hard to... There. I will wait out here. 6, why don't you wait with Yazi? I would be delighted to, mistress. Please do not do anything dangerous in there.
Darkness. An enormous pit had been cut into the rock below. It must have taken days to do. Weeks even.
What could be down here to be worth all this? I'm hoping that by leaving 6 out there with him, that will sort of subvert that bit of the story where I get ambushed, and now that won't happen because 6 will stop him from doing that, or tell me that he's doing something. The only reason he was able to ambush me before was because he was left alone. Oh, the generator, right, yeah, to turn the lights on, I need to do that. Then you have a reason to go to run. Good point. I'm sure we'll find a reason at some point. Also, I haven't got anything to trade yet, so I only need to go to Renaki once I've got things to trade for lizards. There's no other point. Well, I could sell 6. Can I sell 6 for a lizard? Fair trade. Light! Aziz light.
Spiraled down, held together by ropes and luck. You could tell this place was built by Elberethians.
This whole thing feels oddly like walking into a trap. Walkways poised to collapse, a pit big enough to hold an eagle. Remember, I wish I knew what you were playing at. No choice then. The only way to understand a trap is to trigger it. An inscription! It's 2 words, not 1. But where does one word end and the next start? This stands. Can I make a translation of stands to my dictionary now? Hooray! Correctamundo. This stands. It's really awkward to navigate this bloody platform thing. There's nothing carved in the minecarts like in the other place. Here goes. I haven't got any whingy robots to tell me not to do it now. This board seems weaker than the others. Go, 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 go. I go by the waters, I go by the waters. Ha! Made it. Here goes. Oh no! Bless the rivers. That was a little close. Not that way then. This plank was loose. Could probably drag it. Sure, I can do this. This is going to work out fine. I love that most of this is just like an exchange with 6 normally, but 6 could see me now. Here goes nothing. Without 6 to meddle, it's going that much smoother. Easy, that wasn't so bad. Just hope I'm not stuck down here. It's alright, they can dig you out. Well, there's certainly something buried down here. I can't make out what. An edge. And another ladder. Another plank. Longer than the ones higher up. Well, here goes. There. Bits of metal. Fittings, eyelets, hooks, spare parts, and something else. Something here. A sliver from a model fashioned from crystal. I think it dates from at least the earliest Empire period. Looks like there's an inscription on his head. I don't remember this one before. This one's new. This one is a broken piece with an even longer phrase. Woo! Okay, alright. That's like 5, isn't it? Something about gods. Show? Those. Who? That's a question mark person, it's who. That isn't the word for show. Okay, okay. Hopefully I can make some better guesses this time. Cool. Let's try something. Gods. Verb of movement, person, thing, life. Is presumably save, more likely than show then. Save those. I'm not seeing anything even close to the next word. It's who. I'm very familiar with both those glyphs. This is from the same period as the wind chime I found here earlier. But it's not from the same location. In fact, I don't think I've seen anything quite like this model sliver before. Which means this comes from somewhere we haven't previously discovered. Can I get up that ladder? No. Another generator. Aziz light. Much better, Aziz. Thank you very much. What is that? Well, it held the first time. Oh no! Seen it coming. Oof. Oof. Ouch. I'm glad no one saw that. There's some cloth here. It broke my fall. It's really thick and heavy. Strong canvas. It's sailcloth. By the waters. This thing down here. It's a boat. Imagine it intact. An enormous hull, multiple sets of sails. How does it end up here? A wooden spar? Inset with metal rings for ropes. There's an inscription. This one is a broken fragment from a longer phrase. Winds of starlight. I think starlight must be right. Alright, winds of starlight. Finished. Winds of Starlight. Sounds like the name of a ship. But I've never seen a ship this big. Wonder what Yazzie and Six are up to. I'm sure they're getting along famously. A metal ring. It's a hatch. And it's etched with symbols in ancient. Yeah, maybe there's even longer phrases on the third playthrough. Oof. But they look like they're at least a bit similar to each other. This grouping reminds me a bit of my word for rock. I'm still getting the sort of the tutorially prodding you in the right direction kind of thing. Person, water, earth. Well, I mean, I guess potentially I don't know why it's taking me 2 playthroughs of the game to do this, but I'm guessing some of these dashes sort of more to delineate entire groupings of glyphs. So rather than thinking of this as person, water, earth, and being like, what on earth is that? Well, it's more like, look at water, earth. What is water, earth? And then it's a person, related to Water Earth. I mean, we've got I there, so tears kind of fits the bill. I don't know what other options there were for I. Oh, right, yeah, that was the one I was thinking was joy earlier, but we've already crossed that out and eliminated that. So, yeah, I think I'm pretty okay with I being there. Tears from I? Why that's on a hatch is anybody's guess, but... Safety from I. It relates to... Basically, this is where we keep your personal protective equipment. It's a box of goggles. Safety from I. I want to know what that word is. Because I'm not sure exactly what that is. Water, earth. Is that just a river? Have we got the word for river? Tears from I. That will do for now. It's a person river. It's tears. I feel like there are other things that people produce that are more rivery, but let's not go there. Peer down into dusty, gloomy space. Maybe I can just... something here. Big purple thing. I found... gems? Was this ship carrying buried treasure? I've been down here long enough. Now we're gonna move it back. Good as new. And no windy robots to stop me. Aha! I'm not going back down there again. Right, now let's go and maybe get ambushed outside. Although, I still feel like I should have found a knife somewhere around here. Unless I got the knife in the tent when I got ambushed. Mistress, you have returned. Obviously. You are too late, however. Mistress, you may observe that Master Yazi is no longer here. He explained I should wait here for you in case you cried out for help. I told you to watch him. Are you capable of doing anything? I fear he exploited the conflict between my ethical core and your instructions, mistress. Yazi's around here somewhere. I watched him walk away, mistress. Around the back of the tent, mistress. Maybe. It also occurred to me after I finished playing the other day was on that final moon where we were controlling the rivers. We picked up. I just picked up like a sharp rock at one point, and he said, "Oh, I don't like to see you armed." Why didn't Janika use robots for the dig? It must have taken forever to excavate all this. And we never used that. We just I have a sharp rock now. And that's it. That's all that was. Well, 6, enlighten me. Why didn't Rembert use robots? Robots cannot keep secrets, mistress. Every robot has a master. Even you? Certainly. Mayari is my primary user, mistress. I can't think why they keep giving me robots. Every time I break or lose one, they give me another. They must take my safety very seriously. The university cares for your well-being, mistress. Can we just leave without Yazi? I thought when you said gone around the back, I assumed you meant around the back of there. Sand may slide at any moment. Does it mean around the back of there? Like the big tent? There can't be that many more robots left. There are a few hundred in my cohorts. That'll keep me going. Yes, mistress. So I get no knife. Robots are stupid. That's the problem. They run well up to a point, then they throw themselves over a cliff. Throw themselves, or are they pushed? Yeah, it's about 50-50, if I'm honest. Yazzie, where are you? He's just gone back to the ship. Mistress, is something the matter? I'm detecting certain elevated or emotional markers. Like what? Shortness of tone, mistress? Lack of compromise? Markers? You're a robot, 6. I don't need to be nice to you. Something etched into the metal. So there's a fractured piece from an even longer phrase. What we... No, it's not we. Or is it? Maybe it is. What we do is forever. I'm convinced my translation for do is correct now. What we do is forever. Wasn't this on the minecart in the other mine? There's stars. That was a long one. Where did Rembert get all this from? I would suggest it comes from a mine or a quarry. I believe it is itself old. Let's get back to the Nightingale. Oh, the loyalty. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You intend to leave Yazzie here? You'll be stranded. I bet he's on the ship, isn't he? Yeah, that's his problem. Yazzie will have to fend for himself. Activate the hopper. Be ready, mistress. And so we left the surface of the dig sites. Actually, wait, no, if we have to teleport from the surface, how the hell was he planning to get back? I feel like we should, like, come back down and find the guy now. I feel a bit bad about that one. There were no... It was a desert moon. No life has ever been on there. Like, what the hell were they going to survive on? You're quiet, 6. Yes, mistress. Is there a... Oh, I should probably go back for Yazzie. They feel like that should be a thing. I should probably go back for Yazzie. I kind of feel like I should, right? How easy is it to get around back into him? Loop around that way and then back to it. That could possibly work. What is there on Elbereth? Oroi. She might be able to tell me something about the crystal from the shipwreck. Okay. Iox. I could show some finds to Huang. Okay. We haven't even like established the existence of an Age of Sail. But this is where we found the kid. We have, like, skipped some stuff. This took me, like, the better part of 20 hours to chew through. A good 15 hours worth of content, I suppose, to get to that kind of stage in the game. I've done it in, like, 2.5 with some faffing around this evening. I am turning over many pages at once, because once we get to here, once we get to the pre-Empire site, what do we get from there? Like, I think that gives us the lead that helps us nail down the burned out tower, and the burned out tower gives us the book, and leads to the moon that's round here. The lush, verdant, watery moon, and that takes us to the end. None of this cyclones nonsense. Interesting then. Still want to go back and see if I can pick up Yazzie though, actually. Let's go. The game can, yeah. I mean, to be fair, you have to have a pretty good handle on what order to tackle things in. Like, the game can be quick, but you'd be unlikely to just stumble across a quick way through on like your first playthrough. You wouldn't like necessarily make these choices. I'm specifically hunting for the things that I know get me there fastest. Right, let's go to... Which one? Iox or Elrith? Let's go ask Golroy about the crystal. I really don't know what she would tell me about a bloody crystal from a shipwreck. I don't think Huang would necessarily be particularly useful either, but yeah, screw it. Let's go to Huang. Part of me, a little bit of me, keeps hoping there's going to be like some sort of weird sort of Mass Effect-y optional romance thing somewhere. I don't think it needs to go like, you know, full Mass Effect, as it were, if you know what I mean. But like, there's clearly several characters who are interested in Alya.
That the rivers flow with the souls of the dead.
She's just like not interested in any human being whatsoever, though.
To the ground.
I haven't found a single ruin yet. Third junction on the right. The river to the right that might lead us to our target. Wait, what? Oh, shoot. Where have I gone? Oh, no. What have I done? Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, I don't know. I got thrown off by him doing that. That wasn't even a new one. That's literally just taking me in a loop. Ah, you could go back the way we came, mistress. Screw you, robot. You're not helpful. Why did he even instruct me to go that way? Right, so yeah, then 1, 2, 3, yeah, third junction on the right. One, 2. Is the next one the one I want? Yeah, it is.
All the rivers of the nebula flow to Iox in the end. If you tie off your sail, Iox is where you'll wash up. It's the heart of the nebula.
Oh, there is a route here. I thought there wasn't one then for a minute. So right here, I don't think I have any choice, to be fair. And that feeds into there, and then it'll be the next left. have I got? Wait, what? Why did it not let me turn off there? We've been there once. Why does it not let me go back there? I missed the thing. I don't think it was there though, was it? Oof. I feel a little bit bad about Yazzie. I feel kind of bad about Yazzie. But I mean, I also know that he was planning to stab us in the back. So. Why would that turn be locked by story? We've been down it once. I don't think we're ever going to have any reason to go back there, so it's not going to let me choose to navigate there either. Huang, my man! Alya! Always a pleasure. Oh, Huang. I found something Rembert discovered near Elbereth. Oh, yes? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Try me. A ship. A really big ship. Underground. Underground? How did it get there? I have no idea. I also don't know how he found it. Do you have any idea? None at all. None. Why aren't there any books sold on the First Empress? I don't know. They just aren't. I suppose they're all lost in the fall. I made a few finds recently. Oh yes. What do you think of this wind chime? Can I? There's an unbroken inscription. I think I recognize a word in there. Although I don't know what it means. Wait, did I not already translate the wind chime? Oh! Oh, wait, yeah, we did this. Oh, right. We got another crack at this. Oh, is Huang our route into having a second crack at translations? Is this how this works? If you give up on it, you like take it to Huang and we can like tackle it together. There it is. Yeah, it's now just a question mark. Mystery and gives it could be I suppose it could be many. I think it's all though. There we go. Okay. Let's take another look at this. Alright, it's actually letting me do this. First of all, it doesn't look like anything I've ever seen before. Songbird sings! I knew it was going to be something to do with songs and things, and yeah. Kind of seemed to be where I was going. Why that starts with the... oh, right. Okay, so to break this down, animal plus up is a bird. This is your object sound up is sing, or song rather. That's a song with the verb symbol makes it sing. With the noun symbol makes it a song. So that is a bird, that is a song, and that is an animal, which is a song and a bird, which makes it a songbird. It's like, it just took me a moment to just wrap my brain around why on earth animal comes up in there twice, but because a word for an animal is within the word for this specific animal is a songbird. The next symbols look somewhat like my word for high. And they look quite similar to your word for songbird. Songbird sings and gives. Sequence resembles my translation for I. Okay. Interesting. So it is joy, which is what I was thinking it was. But, like, weirdly enough, I got tripped up between I and joy before. I guess potentially when I was translating I guess maybe those were both options anyway. But now particularly what I'm wondering about is what the difference is between, I suppose what you'd call, I guess if you want to distinguish between the 9 and the 6, basically, I suppose. What does... Yeah, because your 9 is a noun, right? What does your 6 actually specifically imply? It's part of song as well, and sing, and songbird. It's found in joy. Songbird sings and gives joy all, then. Thanks, Huang. Interesting. I've seen something a bit like that, I think, and he also had some script. Now, where's that volume? Oh my god, we should have been coming to him a lot. He's got tons of stuff. Yes, this is it. Also that ability to have a second crack at everything. It's a sketch of a silver gong. It was found buried here on Iox back in my predecessor's day. Ah, I've got a thing about songbirds singing, which is going to help us confirm these then. This is a long one. I've never seen any of these groupings before, but I can still make some guesses. Songbird sings... Song? When you find the book, show him it. Yeah, I probably should. Seems like he'd be a really good person to bring the book to, actually. Yeah, holy crap. Plus, between us, like, maybe I can actually take multiple attempts at translating each line. Songbird sings... It won't be emperors. I'm guessing beautiful. It's an adjective, so it's a describing word. We've got the 6s again. 6, light 6, power and life. I mean, the imagery in those particular word associations is there, but Songbird sings a beautiful song. Okay. Does it make sense? Yeah. Do you have any more like that? Let me see. How about this? It was a scratched brass bell. It was found in an Elberethian house several years. Just show me everything you own that has ancient on it. Don't go, I don't know. Just bring me a pile of things to translate. Okay. Yeah. Who you are. Is that ask? No, it can't be ask. Trust. Question, is it? I'm close to the... Yes, you have. Oh wait, no. Oh, I was thinking that was a question mark. It's of course not. It's deity, isn't it? Kind of thing, or actually rather knowledge. No, yeah, we've made the association with knowledge for that particular glyph before. I think it's know. It is a verb of knowledge. It's know. Know who you are. Do you have any more? Let me see. No, nothing comes to mind. I'll take the wind chime to the archives then. I feel bad giving him all the things because I kind of want to keep. Just for selfish purposes, I kind of want to keep him to trade everything. I'll take it. Good faith to you. I'll be back shortly. Wait, I have other things to show you. Bah. We could sit around translating things all day. It would be glorious. Perhaps we should leave now, mistress. Let's get out of here. Leave. And so we left the university. It is verging on midnight, so I'm going to have to call that there, I am afraid. That is where we end things tonight. I was thinking about that boat that Rembert found. Found a fragment of, anyway. How old was it? Several thousand years? I've never seen a ship like it. This changes our history, Six. It must have been a whole age before the Empire, when ships like great whales crawled the rivers. Doing what? Trading, mistress? Perhaps people lived on them. Can you imagine that? A boat on which people live on? An age of sail, before the Empire was founded. Before the Empire locked down the nebula. So now they've been translated as Age of Sail sites, and we can still go to Oroi. I really don't want you to goad me into doing this, because I feel like going to the Iolite Moon at this point is basically backtracking. I just want to crack on with these Age of Sail sites. I wonder if I were to just go down there and get some. Well, no, because I can't navigate there. It doesn't really let me. I could manually navigate, but long journey. Quite a long journey. Actually, no, it's not even a long journey. It was like, whee, and then we're there. Not that that's for tonight. That's for a thing. Yeah, I didn't get your joke, honestly. Sorry. Yeah. I don't know. I also don't know whether I'm going to carry on with this game. I mean, personally, I do want to play a bunch more. Whether I want to stream it or not is a whole other thing. I'm sure you want to see it. Interest in it seems to be waning a bit, if we're honest. Whole thing we discussed the other day about how if you keep going on with something, people eventually get bored of it. And it's not really necessarily worth your while to keep carrying on with it. I'm milking it dry, if we're honest. Some of the glyphs look like 6s. Oh, right. Oh, yes, of course. That makes sense. Ha. Jokes. I get them sometimes. Yeah, but also, I mean, if we've played through what feels like probably half of the game in 3 hours, I could maybe finish it in another stream. Assuming I can take enough shortcuts. So, I mean, I figure Elbereth. But I might just go to Elbereth and ask Oroi about it, but then, and hopefully that will give us some more leads. But I'm hoping she would just, like, allow us to, like, cut straight to the Age of Sail site. From there, we're nearly at the end. I don't know. Did we discover the Age of Sail stuff before we started getting into the Steel Empire? I can't remember. I think we probably did. So, obviously, because we basically like work our way back through history, don't we? We've skipped a bunch of the Empire stuff because we're onto the Age of Sail stuff. But then before the Age of Sail, you've kind of got the Steel Empire. To a further degree, I almost feel like we should go to the unknown sites. Maybe on the third playthrough, just because one of the big major kind of like loose threads at the end of the first playthrough was that we never found out what the crown did. That was pretty important, I felt. As much as I'm just trying to sort of like, I guess to a weird degree I am sort of speed running it this time. I'm trying to make different choices a bit. And just seeing what else the translations hold in terms of like learning more of the language. I would also like to do a really exhaustive find everything you can about the world sort of playthrough out. But that's the thing that, I mean, if the first playthrough took a long time, imagine if I just stopped to nitpick over everything and all the translations were much longer. And I took the book to, what's his name? Huang, and we both sat there and translated the entire book. I could be here for years. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. That is a thing. Cool. Can I quit the game from here? No, I absolutely need to actually plot a course. It won't actually let me quit from the map screen. Ioxian space. Sailing to Elbereth. There we go. Cool. I could show the dull crystal to Oroi. Cool. Thank you for joining me this evening. We need to ponder whether to carry on with this or what else to do. I might at some point turn to the old hashtag democracy channel to see what people want to see. Thursday is obviously Tolka Day. We will be doing Sea of Thieves. Sunday is obviously Sea of Thieves Day. There will be Sea of Thieves. Definitely can't do a bonus stream of any sort tomorrow. I almost certainly can't. I'm probably playing board games tomorrow night. We'll see what the weekend brings. And then that brings us around to next week, which is why I should probably turn to democracy now to give everybody a week to mull things over and shout out things that they want to see. And I think I've missed... I think the particular boat has sailed on buying Danganronpa 3 on the cheap, unfortunately. Not checked, but probably. Yeah. Oh well, there are many other things on the old back burner as well. And things on the new burner as well. That things keep coming out and releasing, and they are interesting. So those are worth looking at as well. Cool. But we shall ponder that tomorrow at the very least. So for now, thank you for watching and good night.